That's the full
Yeah.
playlist. One little side note. We're not gonna really talk about this. I just want to mention it for all the people who actually give a damn about it. I listened to J. Cole's new album, The Fall Off, his last album. I was a little disappointed only because I felt like he was trying a new style that didn't necessarily work for me with every song. I do like most of his songs. Now, no one can call me a J. Cole hater because I would like to let y'all know, and I will say this proudly, no matter how gay it's about to sound, I am the biggest J. Cole dick rider of all time. I'm probably the biggest J. Cole. He can attest to this. I am the biggest J. Cole meat writer of all time.
J. Cole been his favorite rapper for some years now.
Bruh, J. Cole, just to let y'all know how real I am, J. Cole was my favorite rapper when niggas called you corny for liking J. Cole. And I can tell you the moment it changed. As soon as that nigga dropped Middle Child, everybody wanted to hop on J. Cole dick for some reason. I've been J. Cole number one, nigga.
Yeah, but in this album,
nigga, I like Born Sinner. Like what?
I don't think
I like For Your Eyes Only. I think it's might be his best album.
I don't think those are bad things though. Like For Your Eyes Only is that's probably his best project.
I think For Your Eyes Only is J. Cole's best album. Niggas, yeah, like RDC World. It's a personal album. But it really is. For Your in the song itself, For Your Eyes Only, is some of the best work. Listen to that whole song again, nigga.
Hey, Gerard, if you're tired, you can listen to J. Cole and help you go sleep.
See, it's shit like that. But people on Twitter, damn man, J. Cole, he dropped this new melatonin album. J. Cole, he's a plain hamburger and a glass of water.
Yeah.
I'm like,
the new J. Cole meal McDonald's, you get a plain hamburger and a plain drink.
Yeah, so they said he got his new McDonald's collab. They call it the McPlane. I was like, man, first of all, I'm getting tired of y'all niggas talking shit about Cole. I love J. Cole.
Yeah.
J. Cole.
I've never understood the boring thing.
He's not boring. What's boring about J. Cole? Like, even if you go back, bro, give me some space. Not enough time to waste. Come on, bro.
I think people
my girl, but I told her straight up, don't wait up.
I just don't think people like his production and how he always he never challenges people. Like that's what people say.
But J. Cole is real. He only does what he believes. And he don't believe in beef with people that don't deserve it.
No, I'm talking about the music. Like they say his production and the way he never challenges the listener. Like
don't challenge. He did a shout out to Nas and rapped it in reverse. Yeah, I challenge it. I think it's so challenging that these niggas can't even understand it. That's why they sleep on it. Because they brain working so hard, they fall asleep. That's what the real problem is. But, bro, I've always thought Cole is one of the top tier lyricists of all time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about top 3 greatest all time.
But
all time.
But why wasn't he? Because some people say the reason he's so better on features is because the production is better on the features than his own music.
No, I think he's better on features because he adapts to the style of whoever he's on a feature with.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They said that because the style and the production is better on
the features. It's just because J. Cole's style itself isn't like that. Like even look at something like the song London, right? When he was with the UK rapper, he rapped with a little UK accent. He kind of copied that UK flow.
Yeah.
When he raps with Boss, it's a lot more R&B kind of melody.
Yeah.
When he rapped with Benny the Butcher, that was a lot more hardcore, a lot more lyrical rap.
Yeah.
But when he does his own stuff, it's more storytelling. It's more it's more drawn out. That's just how he raps.
I just thought he would be a little more hungry, I think, on his album. I think just the hunger wasn't there.
I think that he just tried to do something he's never done. He wanted to try to get a kind of a new sound. And for all of them,
as much as I like Cole, I think this album really showed his limitations for me. I think too.
I don't think it would show limitations. I just think that he tried something new and it just didn't quite hit the way. I don't think it just. I think it didn't hit the way that all the hype was leading it to be.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest problems, this was one of the reasons, because I usually don't listen to the online hype, especially when it comes to like artists. The only thing, when he dropped Disc 2 Track 2, which ended up being The Fall Off Is Inevitable, which to me is the best song on his entire album. It set the bar so incredibly high that I was like, yo, if this is just a throwaway song on the album, the rest of these are about to be dash. But that was, to me, his best, if not top 3 best song on the entire album.
Because people say, oh, they don't really feel anything listening to J. Cole. You know, some people say that.
I don't think that's true. I always feel stuff when I listen to J. Cole. Especially like J. Cole's kind of slower stuff. I do say J. Cole does have like a lot of songs I think are kind of throwaways. Like, I don't know if this is just goes back to that mentality that Jay-Z gave him of needing hits and stuff. Some songs he makes I feel like are just for the hits. Like, he'll make some songs talking about like a bunch of money, or talking about some like you know, my niggas get you hit. I'm like, come on, Cole. Ain't no niggas getting nobody hit, bro. you ain't sending nobody get nobody hit, bro. Like, come on, Cole. And I believe you got the bag, but nigga, you ain't never been the type to rap about no money.
Well, some people say, oh, he just rapping about the same stuff he been rapping about.
But he rap about what's real. He raps about what's real. That's the reason why Stan love Eminem. It's the same reason I love J. Cole. He said, everything you say is real, and I respect you because you tell it.
That's a good comparison.
So, like, everything J. Cole says, he talks about the realness, man.
For J. Cole, he's basically like Nas for this generation, like, if you think about it.
He really is. And, like, that's why people, I forgot who they tried to compare J. Cole to. I always forget.
Some people say he's like Logic, like.
No, he's not like Logic. I forget who they try to compare J. Cole to, but everyone, he was like, the only real person you should try to compare J. Cole to is Nas, because they're so similar.
That's ironic because he looked up to Nas.
And even Nas talked about how similar J. Cole is. Like, he sees himself in J. Cole, because the way that they go about the rap game is the same. Their ideology of the rap game is the same. And people had the same criticisms of Nas. They thought his beats were garbage. They thought his production was garbage.
Well, not garbage.
A lot of people did.
It was kind of like, it wasn't anything spectacular production-wise. That he was just such a great lyricist, but the production didn't match, you know.
And that's the same thing people talk about with Cole. They love Cole's lyricist, but they always think that his production doesn't match his lyricism.
Yeah, like.
But I think that it's the way that they go about choosing their beats and how they want to tell the story. Each beat works with the story being told. That's how they go.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the catchiest beat. It might not be the catchiest flow. It might not be the most hip or pop store, club playing, radio playing beats or production, but it matches what they're talking about.
So what do you think separates J. Cole from just like someone who's just like a lyrical miracle rapper, like Joyner Lucas or like Logic? Like, what do you think separates Cole, makes him above them?
Substance, I think. I think J. Cole, when he raps, there's so much substance. He isn't just rhyming words to rhyme them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, it isn't just, you know, lyrical miracle, swimming pool, feeling you. Like, it's not just random, just mixing together the combination. Like, that's like one thing, like, you know, you go on TikTok and be like, Eminem be like, and it's just a nigga rhyming 37 different words. And it's like
too technical.
Huh?
Like too technical.
Yeah, it's like Eminem does rhyme a bunch of words, but his rhyme schemes are filled with substance. Like 3 a.m. Like when you look at 3 a.m., you're walking down a horror corridor. It's almost 4 a.m. and you're in a Nightmare is horrible. Right there's the corner, waiting for you to turn the corner so he can corner you. You're a corner, he's on you. From the corner of his cornea. Like those,
Yeah.
he's literally told a whole story. It just happens to rhyme.
Yeah.
And each word has a place in it. He didn't just throw a word in there just because it rhymed. It's
Now,
still
sometimes when he like raps fast, sometimes he kind of does.
Yeah. Now his speed rap, but that is it's actually a what's it called? A technique in speed rap. It's to have filler words.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have a filler word that flows in between. That's why some people, when they compared Eminem, they was like, who's better, Eminem or why am I forgetting his name? Who's the nigga that did the song with Chris Brown?
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. They say Eminem is a better fast rapper than Busta Rhymes because Busta Rhymes uses so much filler words. Like that filler would have been eliminated. And then like that's Eminem where each of them, he's still using those filler words, but it's not quite like Busta Rhymes who almost just rolls the tongue and doesn't actually use a word in between, just like a cadence. But when Eminem actually does like his real rapping and he's not trying to do the rap god shit, there's actual substance. And that's what J. Cole, when it comes with other lyrical technicians, a lot of times they're just lyrical for the sake of being lyrical because it sounds better when it rhymes. And a lot of times their rhyme schemes are not as deep as J. Cole. J. Cole will not just rhyme the end of the sentence, the middle of the sentence also rhymes. Yeah. People don't even notice it till you really look back and read it.
I know some people point out, oh, he acts like he's a normal person and broke, but he's rich.
No, I don't think that's true either. I think that he knows that he has money, and he just still he doesn't connect himself to famous. He can't connect himself to the rich and famous. He doesn't feel like the rich and famous. He is rich, he is famous, but he doesn't use that. He uses that for beneficial reasons versus others.
Can you see how some people would have a disconnect? Because it's like you talk about being an everyman, but it's like you're still rich. Like you're still better than us as far as financially and stuff goes.
Yeah, he is, but he mentions that in his songs all the time. So if you listen, like, you know, with every record, I be asking the masses to tune your heart to me. Yeah. I represent intelligent niggas that grew up partially, but lately I've been questioning and second guessing whether or not I got something to offer since I done eluded poverty.
Yeah, like, he feels guilty because of that.
Yeah, and then even in Love Yours, he was like he was like, I think being broke is better. And I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt, cashing minimal checks. Turn on the TV and see a nigga Rolex and fantasize about a life with no stress.
Yeah.
Because, like he said, he was once in those shoes. You know, you turn on the TV, you see the Rolex, you see the money, you see the fame. You think that life is better than what you're living. But you don't understand all the stresses and all the pressures that also come with being there. And sometimes, like, the financial security is great. But sometimes the emotional toll and the pain that you're going through being there, it's almost not even worth it. It was almost better when you was broke and you was a little more carefree. And you could just live your life.
Joe Budden said something about that. When you're like a rapper, you want to make it as a rapper and you finally get there, it's not how it seems. It's like when Joe Budden got into rap, when he got into rap, and he was getting real popular, he said it wasn't like what he thought it was. Like, it's way different than what people think it is.
Yeah, like, it's not like because, like I said, there's nothing easy in this world. Nothing's easy, nothing's free.
Yeah.
And, they're rich, they're famous, but the amount of stuff they got to do to not only obtain it, but to keep it is so astronomically high.
It costs.
That it costs more than money.
Yeah.
It costs yourself, who you are.
Yeah.
It costs your well-being, your mental, your happiness, your friends, your family.
Your privacy.
You never know.
Your privacy.
Yeah, your privacy's gone. So you can kick that. Like there are certain things, and like even like me, I don't fully understand them because I'm not in that position to have been on the other side. I've only been on this side. I've never been on, the high top. But there are certain things I know that I can do now on a day-to-day basis that make me happy. I might not ever be able to do up there because I can't get away with it. Like it's different when you can, you know, talk to your friends like in online or tweet a tweet and just be like, okay, and then maybe like let's say you're an actor, you watch a movie. I thought this new Destin Daniel Cretton movie was garbage. You tweet that out. Before, okay, you're just another nigga talker. Now you're an actor. You might have lost yourself movie roles.
Yeah.
He might not want to work with you. People who like him might not want to work with you because now you just seem like this arrogant asshole who thinks they know everything.
That's another thing. Another thing is, man, well, two things. Once you're famous, that's it. You can be infamous, but you'll never be unfamous.
Yeah, I think Chance the Rapper said that. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
Chance said that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. You can't delete fame. You can't just throw it away. Like you can't be like The Rock, and then you can't like The Rock can't just wake up one day and be like, yeah, I'm done being famous.
No,
it will never happen. He'll be famous to the day he dies, whether he likes it or he doesn't.
And the thing, just like what Green Goblin said, he said when he said to Spider-Man, he said everyone loves a hero, but what they love more than a hero to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. He said, Spider-Man, if you're done for them, they'll turn on you.
That's true. How many times have we seen people at the top, and just because they're at the top, people go, I don't like this dude.
Yeah.
Like they want to see you fail. I don't. It's maybe it's a mix of jealousy, or maybe you're stopping someone else they like from making it to where you're at. They just hate to see it, and that's unfortunately human nature. A lot of people just are so envious that they just don't like to see other people in a position that they feel like they should be in, especially because they don't understand the work behind it. Yeah. They're like The Rock, for example. When people see The Rock and they be like, oh, he was the highest grossing actor for, I forgot, I think it was like 5 different years or whatever it was. People don't understand the work that it takes for not only for The Rock as an actor, just because his acting ability isn't a Leonardo or a Denzel.
You don't understand. He was an action star. He was supposed to. He wanted to be like Arnold and Sylvester Stallone.
And not only that, the man owns multiple companies, and he is the owner, so he is making sure that everyone who's working for him is getting a check to take home to their family. He has so many different responsibilities, but all you see is, oh, he was a dirty wrestler. Now he's making a ton of money in Hollywood. Fuck that guy. I could do that. I can act the way The Rock acts, but you can't take on the responsibilities that The Rock takes on. Yeah. There are stories where they say this nigga won't sleep for days and that he's flying from city to city on his private jet for 12 plus hours, just going from one city to another, to another, to another. Like, you know how much stress you are under on a day-to-day basis?
It's not, even in wrestling, it's not difficult to be that good, charismatic as he was. Like, everybody can be that. He really worked to be that.
Yeah, like, sometimes you just have to have it, you know? There are certain things. And even when you do have it, it isn't free.
Yeah.
You got to keep it. Yeah. It's just like when people, oh, he or she only got that role because she looked good, and that's why she keep getting all these roles. But then you realize not only like, yeah, she was gifted with that, but she's going to get older. Things are going to start changing. She has to maintain that if she wants to keep her job. She wants to keep money. So now they got to go through plastic surgeries. They got to go through makeup all the time, hair. They got to diet like fucking crazy. They got to work out like crazy because they have to keep this beautiful appearance or they lose money. So to you, it's just, oh, because they look good. But to them, it's like, I have to bust my ass to stay this way so I can keep my job. You can go to work looking like a bum and keep your job. I have to work my ass off to look great as humanly possible to you
And
now.
another thing, like you always around people all the time.
Always.
And
No
people,
privacy.
when sometimes people are fake with you, they'll just smile in your face, and you know it's not really like they really like you, but they just do it anyway because you're famous. And like it gets to a point where it's like it gets annoying. I would imagine.
Yeah, because like they be talking about like I can't even imagine right now if I wanted to call my friends up and be like, "Hey man, let's go bowling. Let's go to the bowling alley, get a couple beers, enjoy our time." Can't do that no more.
Yep.
That's gone. Hey, I ain't got no groceries. Let's go. Let me just go to the grocery store.
Ain't that no more.
Don't think so. I want to go to a restaurant. I can just get up and go. Now, gotta call in advance, back door. Want to go to a mall? Gotta call the mall. Call the store I want to go to. Get them to close it down for a little bit. Gotta come through the back so I can buy my stuff and get out without 100,000 people fucking entering the store and blocking my way of getting out.
Yep.
That sucks. You can't even live a normal human experience.
Nope.
Unless you're in an area that is surrounded by other people that are on your level. That's why you have to become friends with other people that are on your level. Because think about it even like this. If you're a big time celebrity and you know how hard it is to keep friends that are not other celebrities?
Yep.
Because eventually, maybe they won't, but nine times out of 10, they're going to want something from you.
Yeah.
And the second you give them something, that's all you are.
That's why,
hey man, I'm a little short on rent this month, brother.
Mackey's doing his comedy. He said, "Man, I'm sick of the hookup. Why is the hookup? I want to hook everybody up." He said, everybody want money from me. Everybody wants something from me.
Hey man, my car broke down. I could really use a new car, man.
I use about $2,000.
Yeah. Hey man, hey man, my check was a little light this month, man. Can I hold about $4,000-$5,000? Damn.
He always said family members always coming to him, always wanting to hook up. He said, "Man, I'm sick of the hookup." He said, "Just I got money now."
And like I know that there are some people who look at it and they're like, "Man, them my niggas, you know, or them my boys, you know. I'm always gonna help them out." But at some point, you know, that might not always be the best because we've seen it multiple times where, you know, you become a crutch for them.
Yeah.
And then with association, they start ruining your name. And your name is your money.
Yep.
Like it's different when, you know, you bring your boys with you and you're like, "Hey man, we all live in lavish." You go buy them some nice cars.
Yeah.
They getting DUIs and they getting caught doing dope and they going to jail. And you know who that looks bad on? Not them. They're nobody. It looks bad on you. And you know what happens when it looks bad on you? You lose money and you lose jobs.
Just like,
so now you got to choose
Eminem,
them or you.
Eminem in the song Marshall Mathers, he said when he became famous and he tried to go to family dinner, he said he saw family members he didn't even know he had and stuff.
Yeah, they all show up.
Yeah.
You figure out you a fifth cousin.
Yeah.
Hey, we cousins.
Yeah. They arguing and stuff over him
and like that part sucks. So like, cause like you really got to know who around you is really for you.
Yeah.
And some people ain't. Like we've even seen it. They let their own brothers, their own mothers, fathers handle their accountant and find out that their own family is stealing money.
God, man.
You could just ask, but you stealing money.
Steal money off the God.
Right, you gonna steal money. Like you gonna tell me I'm making one thing, but that's because you already done took a piece out of it. What? It's crazy how that changes people. And like there's a show that's on right now. It's called Beast Games. You know who Mr. Beast is. Everyone knows Mr. Beast. It's a show called Beast Games. I've been watching me and Hershey, we've been watching every episode. And of course, it's a like $5 million win pool, and he always does like these bribes. He offers you a bunch of money. So there was his last game. There's 10 people left. It was $1 million, and they elected this one dude team captain. He already turned down $1 million one time, did all this, and they already made up in their mind with all 10 people. We're each going to take $100,000, so we all walk out with even money. Everyone walks out with $100,000. He got up there. They talked to him. He was sitting with the thing. He started thinking about his family and all this stuff. Of course, they all got families. He took $250,000. So now, not everyone can get their fair share. because you took 150,000 more than you were supposed to. But that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes, like, you think you're strong enough, because he been mentioning for weeks that, hey, we're gonna take our fair share. We're gonna take the 100K. We're gonna go home. 100K is a lot of money. I'm happy. But when you sitting in front of it and you seeing it, sometimes it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
A little more look real nice, even if you fucking someone else over.
Yeah.
So even if it's your family, your friends, if you got them doing your finances, you think, oh, I can trust them, with my life. They ain't gonna take no money from me. But when they looking at all that money come in, they be sitting there. You think he really gonna miss 100,000? Then he really gonna miss 200,000?
And another thing, it's like, God, I couldn't stand going to premieres and award shows and
Dude,
all
so
the people and anxiety.
all the interviews and talk shows and press and this and oh my god.
Randy Orton once said that he feels more comfortable performing in front of thousands of people than he does doing like a radio interview.
Yeah, because it's like, one, you're probably, every question they ask, you've probably heard a billion times.
Yeah.
And answered a billion more. And you're just repeating these. And then there's always some who are just trying to get some dirt or get a quick little headline. So they start asking you stuff to piss you off. And now you got to be the bigger person, because as soon as you snap, there's the headline. They're gonna start asking you some fuck shit, and then you're gonna be like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? There it is.
Exactly.
Headline blows up at local radio host.
Yep.
Now that's you. You're the guy who is gonna be known as, he's the nigga that blows up at people in interviews. That's gonna be your legacy. One incident changed your whole legacy.
And some celebrities, man, they can't be just like Shawn Wayans, where you just drop out the spotlight, do your own thing. A lot of celebrities can't be that way.
Yeah, it's like you can't just, like, especially like when you really there, like you really on the big time, you can't just fall back.
Yeah.
And if you do fall back, you fell back. Like, you don't go out no more. You're not on social media no more. You can't be seen out. You got to go to.
Guess what?
You got to go to a tiny country, like a little town in middle of fucking Nebraska or some shit.
But then your money dries up.
But that's the thing. You can get out. That's the only way you get out of it. You gotta go to some little tiny town in the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire, Nebraska, South Dakota, something like that. Go to a little town with not many people. No more social media. Don't really go out like that, because people are going to be looking, and your money's going to slow up a lot, because you're not doing interviews, you're not doing press, you're not doing projects. And it isn't like you can just walk into your Walmart and go get a job,
You can't work a normal job.
Yeah, you can't just go work a normal job, because now, as soon as they see you, someone's going to snap a picture of you. Hey, so-and-so, former famer actors working at this Walmart. And now, next thing you know, you go to your next week's shift and the Walmart packed out, because they all come to see your ass. And now you back in the boat that you started in.
Tom Cruise went that route. He tried to work at Walmart. I don't want to work.
Yeah, imagine Tom Cruise being like, I'm done. He moves to damn some random ass state, and now he working at Walmart. One photo of Tom Cruise working at Walmart, that Walmart is packed the hell out.
Yep. And for his coworkers, that people gonna try to make him mad or do something,
Yeah. Oh, yo, Tom. Oh, man, I remember I used to watch your movies, man. They're gonna try to become close.
Yep.
Hey, Tom, man, I ain't got many hours this week, man. Let me hold a little something. I know you still got it.
Yeah, man. Can you hook me up with the producer or something, man? Acting skills.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, man, can I show you this video right quick, bro? I did like a little audition tape, and I wanted to show it to you. Or you're gonna be like, hey, bro, I wrote this script, right? I just want to get your opinion. Like, damn, motherfucker, I don't want to talk about no fucking scripts. I don't want to see. I don't want to see your fucking. And as soon as you say that, cooked.
Yep.
Because you're gonna hear it all the time. And as soon as you go, niggas don't want to hear your fucking script, nigga. You're cooked.
And all it takes for someone on social media to say, yeah, I work with Tom Cruise at Walmart. He was difficult one time, and he said this to me, or did something like this.
Yep.
And so
they get one Let them get a video. You'll never work again. I promise you that.
Yep.
Especially not for any of the big companies. Sony, Disney, Warner Bros. You're not working for none of them.
Nope.
Universal, not working for none of
Nope.
them. They got their reputations on the line. They're not gonna hire you for that.
And the thing is, you're never alone because you got security and stuff. Like, imagine you can't even eat by yourself because you got security standing looking at you. Like, come, like, bro.
Like, damn, man. Like, sometimes I just want to be left alone. I can't.
For real.
So yeah, like
sometimes you'll be like doorman in an episode where you talking to your fans on social media in a truck, but it's a lonely parking lot and it's just you in there.
Exactly. That's just how, and that's just the sad reality of it, man.
Yeah.
And
but
like,
the question is, would you rather be rich or famous? A lot of people be rich, right?
Yeah, I think more people would rather be rich because the money is just a security.
Yeah.
It allows you to do what you have to do. The fame sucks.
Yeah.
I'd much rather be one of these billionaires out here that the world don't even know exists. You can just go do your daily stuff and you just sitting on an ass load of money.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather just have the money and without the fame.
Because you could do basically anything if you got enough
money.
Anything.
But yeah, I think that's definitely something that people misconstrued. And that's why people misconstrued J. Cole in that way.
I think another thing too is they say, oh, well, you know, they always look so pretty and gorgeous and stuff. I wish I looked like that and stuff like that.
But like, it isn't like they wake up that way. You know, the hours of makeup, hair, they have whole departments that are just for that.
And I heard that sometimes they can't even pick their own clothes. Like, they got people.
No, they have wardrobe departments too.
Yeah.
Who they get stylists who find colors and design and patterns and designs that match your body and your face and that makes you look the optimal level.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So it's like you're gonna go to a hair and makeup person. They're gonna get your hair right, cut up. They're gonna get your face looking all right, get rid of any kind of blemishes, whatever. They're gonna have perfect studio lighting in all these places to make you look as good as you can. They're gonna go take you for fittings, and they're gonna find every color, every design that makes you just pop, and what does this and that. And then, you know, of course, when you got all this money and your image means everything, you're gonna go get dental work. You're gonna go get facial work. You're gonna have to go get the best dietitians. You're gonna have to go get the best trainers.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go get all that.
Exactly. And another thing is, like, you don't understand, like, it's work too. Like, being an actor, for example, that's hard work. You gotta remember lines. You gotta get in preparation for your role. You gotta do all this stuff.
Yeah. And these are like 3 hour, 5-6 hour days. These are like 12 plus hour days.
Yeah,
like, these aren't like, this isn't, oh, we're gonna walk on set, do about 5-6 takes, go home. Hundreds of takes on one scene. Nigga.
Another misconception that people still got is that you're not always going to be friends with the people you work with. Even Jake Gyllenhaal said half the time he didn't even like the people he works with on movie sets.
You got to be professional.
But you got to be professional. Yeah.
You know, ain't friendly, but you're professional. You got to be. So imagine spending 6 months of your life every single day on set with people that you don't even like and don't like you.
But you're doing it because you like acting, so you work through it.
You do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
No matter how much it sucks. Waking up, and you know, sometimes you're waking up 2 a.m. Sometimes you're up from 2 a.m. till fucking midnight the next day. So, you're up, moving, doing whatever. It's not easy. And there's nothing easy. Anything that makes you famous is not easy.
Yeah, and another thing.
It might come easier to people, but it's not easy. There's still work to be done.
When you do something that involves tons of money, we talking millions of dollars, you know that something costs with that. Like, it's not just you just getting this millions and this fame and like that's it, like everything's good. No.
Yeah. And it's like, and it's easier now to become famous, which is true. It's easier now, but that still doesn't make it easy. I never deluded myself. Um, Podcast, for example, I'll take podcast because that's what we're doing right now. It's not easy to have a successful podcast. It's not an easy thing. People think, you just get some microphones, get a camera, and just talk. That's a part of it. But the hours that you got to spend editing, and then you have to edit, you have to know how to market yourself. You have to understand how to improve your quality over time. You got to know who you're marketing to. You need to make sure that you're doing proper research on your topics. And there's so much that actually go into the people who are at the top. Also, you realize they have a whole team. They have editors, they have promotional people, they have people who are just there to put together their stuff. They got sets that they buy. They have a team of people that they pay. It isn't just like it's two motherfuckers standing there. You have to build a business, and of course you have to start from the ground up. That's how every business works. But it's still a business nonetheless. So,
and the thing is, everyone does podcasts now. There's nothing new.
Yeah, everyone does one. You have to find something that makes you stand out. The podcast we do here, we do it because we talk about things that we're passionate about. And there are people out there who are passionate about the same things. Some of these topics that we talk about sometimes don't even get covered on a lot of other podcasts, or they're not on big enough podcasts to get covered, or the people who cover them or cover one of these. There's not many podcasts where you'll get, Scream, God of War, Wonder Man, Spider-Man, and WWE on the same podcast.
Yeah, either one or the other.
Yeah, a lot of them are if they're talking about Marvel stuff, it's Marvel stuff, or superhero stuff. If they're talking about horror stuff, then you get some Scream. If they're talking about WWE, it's WWE. We just talk about things that we're passionate about. And if you're someone who's passionate about certain things, you'll enjoy it. There's timestamps for everything. You can always jump to the things that you want to see specifically. I'm making a clips channel that is going to be specifically for breaking all of our podcasts into their own short form videos. So people who are interested in certain topics can just listen to those certain topics. As you see, when I edit my videos, I put what we're talking about. I have it at the bottom of the banner. So some people might like Spider-Man, Scream, and God of War and don't like WWE. Then you can skip the WWE stuff. That's why I like to talk about it in sections. I don't like to go, talk about some WWE here and Spider-Man and some more WWE. I like to talk about all of one topic as in one go. If it's WWE stuff, all WWE related stuff in one place. If it's movie stuff, all movie stuff. If it's Marvel stuff, all Marvel stuff. Just to kind of make it a little more digestible. But it's still hard work. It's not easy. There's nothing easy about it. I mean, it takes me 4 days just to edit these damn videos. I mean, these videos aren't easy to edit. But I do it because I'm just passionate about it. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it for clout and fame. If that happens, it happens. I just do it for the love of the game.
See, and there's a difference between clout and fame and being a trend. There's a difference between that.
Yeah, there's a lot of trends. Trends is not the same as famous. Yeah, having clout is definitely not. It's not the same. There's a lot of people who get their 15 minutes, literally. You'll be famous for 1 week, they'll never hear you again.
It's kind of, it's not weird, but you realize before social media took off, no one really cared about being famous that much. You realize people just wanted to do normal things like be a doctor or a lawyer or normal stuff, But now since social media took over, everybody wants to be do something that gets them clout or fame or whatever it is.
Being famous wasn't nearly as accessible back then. It became so accessible to be famous now. It's so easy to be famous now.
I mean, but is it really famous?
To a degree. I mean, back then, I bet back then, before social media, no one would have ever thought someone like a Kai Cenat or a Speed could be possible.
Yeah.
that you can go online, hop in front of a camera, and just film yourself doing all kinds of random activities and be one of the most famous. He is famous. They're famous. They're one of some of the most famous people in the world.
World famous. They are world famous. Yeah.
Yeah, they're world renowned. Like they're known in other countries. They're known in countries that don't speak English. That's
Yeah.
fame. Or even like when YouTube first came out, I bet none of them thought that them making these little videos on this random ass website was gonna make them millions of dollars.
Because we didn't know you can get paid for YouTube until years later. We just thought
because it wasn't even a thing really. People just made, but that's why there were so many famous YouTubers, especially at that time. You're doing what you love.
But they didn't see it as being famous. It's just, oh, I just make these videos because I like doing these videos.
But that's the thing. The people who truly hate fame more are people who are doing something just to become famous.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing something just to be famous, you're gonna hate it because you don't love what you do. And when you're not famous or you're not getting what you want from it, you hate doing it. That's the difference.
That's some good advice that James Gunn said one time. He said, please don't become an actor if you just want to be famous. Please.
Because it's gonna show.
Yeah.
You're never gonna make it because you have to be so passionate for the love of the game if you want to get into acting and be good.
Yeah.
And like I don't do the whole acting thing. I mean I've took a few acting classes. I'm not an actor. I do, you know, I do screenplays. I write screenplays. That's my whole thing. I would like to learn directing more, but I do screenplays. I don't do it because I want to be famous. I mean, I have 3 screenplays finished that I've not even attempted to sell. I do it because I love writing films. I just love film. So I love writing film. I love the stories that I can create. Doesn't necessarily want to be famous off of it. One day I would like to get them made. I don't necessarily want to be famous. I just like the idea of making stuff. Then like I do it for the love of it. Now, if I was doing it to make money, I wouldn't have never been able to finish a single script, and I'd be fucking pulling my damn hair out talking about some, oh my God, I can't think of nothing, man. This shit sucks. But I don't like, sometimes I struggle to think of ideas I like because the way that I think about it isn't necessarily the most professional technique. Because I mean, I think of my screenwriting style is very obscure because I don't think about it in the 3-act structure that most people do. I go about my daily life. I'm a normal person, normal human. I go about my daily life. I like writing stories that revolve around human emotion, human things. Sometimes I'll see something, someone, or I'll listen to a song and I think of a character or I think of a scene and I think of a story that I can incorporate that one scene that I thought of into. And that's how I come up with stories. If I think of a scene that I think is amazing, I'm like, now what could happen before this to have made this scene happen? And then what can happen after this? And that's how I make my stories. It's very obscure and it's very hard to navigate because it's the wrong way of thinking about it. But I do it for the love. That's why I don't really care.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, think of the big 3, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Like, say whatever you want to say about any 3 of them, but at least you can tell they're passionate about music, about what
they do. They do it for the love of rap.
Yeah.
They're not like maybe some of them like the money more, or maybe some of them don't like the fame more, but they all do it for love.
You realize all 3 of them are big rap fans first.
Yeah, all three of them. You could probably give him a quiz on rap history, and they could all pass with flying colors.
Yep.
Like they love rap music.
Even someone like Eminem, when after 8 Mile, and Hollywood wanted him to be an actor, but he just wanted to do rap because he just loved rap music so much. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he could have, but you know, some people, you know, as long as they're doing what they love, it makes up for the bad.
Yeah, but I do miss when it used to be like, oh, like man, like I like Will Smith. I love Will Smith. I like the movies he does. He's not a cool guy, but you didn't want to be Will Smith.
Yeah. But I mean that comes with the territory, man. I mean,
But
it's unfortunate.
it used to not be that way.
Yeah, I know, but it's unfortunate, but it's just the world we live in, and we just have to kind of accept it, honestly. I mean, like I say, I can't make up for anyone else. I can feel how I feel about it and do what I think is right and do what I want to do for what I believe is the right reasons.
Yeah, but
But
you can't change the world's mind.
no, at the end of the day, only person you can control is yourself. So it's like you have to just make up in your own mind what you think is the right thing to do, and if you're doing it for the right reasons, and do what you love to do.
And it's hard sometimes, man, because it's like you say, man, like when you write scripts and stuff, I bet sometimes you think, man, like I really would want to get this movie made, and sometimes maybe have the fame and the money that comes with it.
Yeah, like a lot of times I
Let's
think
be
about
honest.
it. Like, it's not something that you don't think about. Like I've been writing them, and you know, sometimes I'm like, I especially like I get it peer reviewed, and everyone's like, "Oh man, this is some great work. This is some great storytelling," and I'm just like, man, like I could be up there with Ryan Coogler's and
Yeah,
things of that nature,
yeah,
but sometimes it's like I don't know though. Like I think about it, but then it's like I have to think about where does that fit in my life, and I'm like, that's not really the life I want to live. I like money because I want money to set up my kids, for my future generation.
yeah,
But I don't want the fame that come with it, especially for someone like me who wants kids.
yeah.
I would hate to force my kids into a life they don't want.
See,
I
that's
would
the
hate
thing.
that.
It's difficult because like you kind of want it, but when you think of it tactically, then it's a little more difficult.
Yeah, like I said, I'm cool with selling scripts. I will sell a script. You know, you have it. It's your rights. I take the money. My name's no longer on it. At the end of the day, if it comes out, I'll know it's my script. No one else will. I'm cool with now. There are certain scripts I won't sell. I have a few passion projects that I would never sell, but I'm okay with selling them because the money is okay. I just don't think I want the fame, at least not
Yeah.
that level, not
Plus,
Hollywood fame. I'm okay with having a fan base, like if I have a fan base, like let's say the podcast blows up or my YouTube blows up, I have a fan base of even just a few 100,000 people. That's fine. I have a fan base I can talk to, collaborate with, but I don't want like the, you know, interviews, radio shows, red
yeah,
carpet. I don't want that.
kind
I
of
want
like
to be able to live my normal life.
the Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah, I want to be able to live my normal life and just have a fan base. I don't
Yeah,
need fame. I'd rather just have people who enjoy what I do.
but to bring this around to J. Cole, um, there's a reason J. Cole why he's like the everyman because he saw what the fame really was, and he wanted the fame really bad, but he saw what it was, and now he's like the way he is. So that tells you something.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't like what he's saying, or like what we're saying, that he probably still right now be in the spotlight, do all that.
Yeah, that's true. And, it took a lot for him to see that because at first he didn't. And it took, being around Jay Z. It took, letting Nas down. It took his relationship with his girl. It took a lot of stuff for him to recognize what fame was truly doing and the real problems that it had. It took a lot. Like he said, it wasn't like he just knew immediately. He was like most of us. He figured that this is the way life is supposed to be. The money, the fame, the jewelry, the women.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it as time went on, he realized what was truly missing, and then he realized like what it's truly doing, and he was lucky enough to be one of the people who saw it before it went south before it
Yeah,
got too bad.
yeah,
And now everyone's that lucky.
yeah. And J. Cole is fortunate enough where he's not like Drake. I mean, he's big, but he's not like Drake big. Like Drake,
Yeah,
I feel like Drake has to be a superstar. Like Drake can't be an everyman no more. Like that
yeah.
over him.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's in Drake's personality really
Yeah, it's not.
either.
It's not.
Like Drake, I think enjoys what he enjoys the fame more than other people.
Yeah,
And I mean, if he does, good for him.
yeah.
You know, people who genuinely enjoy the fame,
Good for
more
him.
power to you. For whatever reasons you enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna knock anyone for it because I'm just saying it's not for everyone.
yeah,
And that might not, that might not be the case for you. Like if you want to go out and you become super famous and you enjoy it and you can navigate it, then that's amazing. It's not gonna be for everybody. You just have to figure out what's for you.
yeah. And I think people think it's for everybody. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. The
Because
people who can manage it well, it's meant for them.
it's presented in a way where it's like it's for everybody, but it's not.
Anyone can obtain it with the right amount of work mixed with the right amount of luck, but not everyone can survive it.
Yeah,
So it's like almost pretty much anyone anyone with an ability to work that hard can obtain it. It might not be as fast as you want it. It could be 20, 30 years before you obtain it. I mean, look at Denzel. He was what, in his 30s when he started
yeah.
acting?
I think
So,
Samuel too. Samuel was kind of old when he started acting.
so like you don't know when it will happen, but like not everyone can navigate it and live in it.
But isn't that kind of a sad paradox? Because it's like when you don't got it, when you don't got it, you want it. When you want it, you don't want it. So where's the middle ground?
Exactly, and that's where J. Cole comes back with Love Yours. Because, like he said, there's always gonna be, there's always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you got. Always gonna be a whip that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the tours, but you ain't never gonna be happy till you love yours. So like that's some true stuff. Like it's either you get it and you don't want it, or you don't have it and you want it. As long as you have that battle of not being happy with what you have or cannot see the good in the good things that you do have, you'll never be happy. Maybe not everything's exactly what you want it to be, but there are good things that you do have. And people who don't recognize the good that they do have, like someone could be upset. Maybe, you're working a minimum wage job and, you're going paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. It could be something little. Like you could be like, is your mom still alive? If so, you should be happy about that because there are people whose moms aren't still alive. Or,
Yeah,
if you have a father in your life, there are some people who don't have fathers in their life. You just have to find what things that you do have that you should be grateful for. Because until you're grateful for the things you have, you'll never be able to be happy with more.
well, too not to be too existential, but what if it's like, what if you're in a situation where it's like you said, like maybe you're broke or something, you ain't got the money, and you see other people got the money and all this stuff, and you want it, and then you get it and you don't like it. And plus, I get the world nowadays. The world is tough nowadays. It's a lot of bad nowadays. I get
It's
that.
hard.
It's hard, yeah.
I think, especially like when you don't have it and you see people with it, you definitely, there's always going to be that want, that's not going to go away. You're always going to be a want for more, and everyone should have a want for more. Everyone should want more for their life and for their family. Everyone should, I believe. But that still doesn't negate the fact that you just have to find things to be grateful for. Because if you're not grateful for what you have now, you'll never be grateful for what you get.
And J. Cole said something about that. He said in an interview, he said, when you're in it and you have Let's say you get $2,000. You want more, $400,000. Then you want 6,000. You want 8,000. You just want more and more and more and more. You're never satisfied.
And that's a problem with a lot of millionaires. They get $1 million, a shit ton of money. That's life-changing money for us, someone like us. But once you have $1 million, now I need 2. Once you got 2, now I need 5. Once you got 5, now I need 10.
It never stops.
And it's because you're not happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Because now you're like, now that I got it, I just need some more, just a little more. And then you get a little more, and you're like, man, I could live with a little more.
Yeah.
And at some point, you have to be happy with what you got to accept more.
But see,
not saying that being happy with what you got doesn't mean being content with what you have.
Yeah.
You can be happy with what you got and still want more. But if you're not happy with what you already have or the things that you do have, you'll never be happy with more. Because your reason why you're upset with what you have is because you want more. So once you have more, you're going to need more. And once you have that more, you're going to need more of that. And you're going to need more of that. Because you've never been happy with anything that you currently have. You should be happy with what you got and work for more.
Exactly, yeah. And people say that's the trick of social media is once you get followers, certain amount of followers, certain amount of likes, you want more and more and more and more. You never, if you have 10K followers, you're not saying, okay, 10K, that's enough. I'm satisfied. You want more.
Yeah. And like, that's something that, it takes work. It's not, just as easy as, okay, well, today I'm going to be grateful. It's not just that easy. And, like, luckily, I'm grateful for what I'm able to do because, like, when I do things that I love, like my personal YouTube channel, Built by Lloyd, my most viewed video, 678 views. I'm grateful for that. I did not have to get that many. I could have had 0.
Yeah.
It's not, fucking Mr. Beast numbers. I'm not pulling
but
fucking 1 billion fucking views, but I'm happy with what I got.
I think that goes more to the conversation of what's good for your soul and how you look inward,
Yeah, because like I said, the world, too many people just want the material in life.
Yeah.
And the material doesn't last forever. It's material.
Yeah.
You have to accept, you have to be happy with, the smaller things, the non-material, to be happy with anything else, because that's really the start, and once you can find that in yourself, which is not an easy task. Like, anyone who says that it's just easy to just be like, oh, I'm happy with what I got. It's not that simple. It's not as easy as just saying that. It takes work. And like we said, everything takes work. Nothing's easy. Nothing's free. So, like, it takes hard work to get there. But once you do get there, and you're able to work towards it every day, and it's a constant battle. It's never just going to be like one day you wake up and you're no longer envious of anything ever again.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
It's just that you know how to manage it. Like, you might look at something, damn, I wish I had that, but I do got this. So, okay. It takes time, but you eventually get to the point where you can be happy with what you got. And then that's when you can start building, because you can't gain anything without that foundation. That's your foundation. You can't build a house with no foundation.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And I think social media played into that, because before social media, in our lives, it was our lives. We didn't compare to everybody because we didn't know what everybody else was doing. We just
didn't know what another person's life looked like unless you knew it.
But now with social media, it opened up the view of, okay, this person is doing this person doing this person got more than I do, this person got this and this, so now I want this because they got that, and they get more likes for this, so now I want it because I want more likes, and it's just a cycle.
Yeah, and of course, the people who have it have to play it up to keep that going.
Yeah.
But it's a cycle, and that's just the way life is gonna go. It's gonna keep going down, a certain trend. But like I said, life is an individual game.
Yeah.
Like, life is the only game that you'll ever play that that you can never win. You can't win in life. You
Oh,
know,
that's deep.
yeah, everyone's last mission is the same. You know, no one can live forever. Everyone's last mission is exactly the same. You would never pick up a game and play it if you knew that you couldn't, that you'd never win the game. But life is the only game we play that we know we can never win. So you have to be happy with the little achievements that you do make
Someone said
because
life.
there's no beating the game.
Yeah, that's right. And someone said life is like the hardest multiple choice test you ever have.
Yeah, like life is like a multiple choice test where every answer is always the wrong one.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna end with a zero because everyone's life ends. Everyone is gonna meet the same ending. Everyone's gonna die eventually. It's just life.
from the first time you
And
cry.
yep, we all begin to die. You know, so if you don't become happy with with the little achievements you make along the way, you'll never be happy because everyone thinks that there's a, a a ending to this game that's any different than you know moving on. There isn't, unfortunately. That's the cycle of life. You're born, you die. And people think that the reason why a lot of people aren't happy with where they are is because they think that there's a an end goal to this game, that this game can be beaten. It can't be beaten, but there are achievements you can make along the way that if you should be grateful for. You should be grateful for every achievement you make along the way because that's the point. It's a journey. It's not there's no it's not like it's not a destination. It's not like you're Google mapping your life and you're driving to a destination. Life, you just get in the car and you're driving. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how to get there. So you just have to enjoy the journey that you take along the way. And that's how you have to live life because that's just the honest truth about it. So being grateful for those little things that you get and those little achievements that you make and the little things you do have while you have them make the world a difference. It makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, and you're completely right. And the thing is, what made life so special before social media was that, like, kind of like the unknown. Like, you didn't know what was going to happen or what you would find to happen. But when it happened, it was like a nice surprise. And it's like, okay, like, this is a good thing.
Yeah, like it does take a lot of the mystery away from different things, but no matter how much the mystery is gone, the experience isn't.
Yeah,
You know, you can never take away an experience, even if they know what's coming.
yeah,
So that's why always live life to the fullest, of course, but always just be grateful because experiences are something that you'll never have a first experience ever again. You can only have a first experience once.
yeah,
So it's like you have to live it to the fullest and you have to be willing to experience those new things. And I think that's also another thing for why like so many people are either unhappy with where they are. A lot of people are afraid to experience new things because it's new, you know. And and sometimes all it takes is a change of scenery or a new experience to change your entire life.
yeah,
Because you never know. You might be someone who's afraid of flying. You scared to death of planes. You never know that you might, for the first time in your life, take a plane trip somewhere. You can meet the love of your life, the person you're gonna have kids with. You never know. You
yeah,
could find the place that makes you so happy. Find new friends somewhere. You can't, of course, you can't just stay stationary in life and expect change
yeah,
because like I said, you can only experience things for the first time once. Once you've experienced what there is to experience where you're at, your life is gonna feel mundane because there's no new experience. Sometimes you just have to go experience new things. That's why, like, I want to do a lot of traveling. Especially while I'm young and I can. I want to go experience different things because you never know how the experience could be. it could be the greatest experience of your life. It could change your life, and you never know.
Yeah.
And, you can't necessarily be afraid of it. And I saw this thing. It was Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he was talking about life and death. And he was like, the reason why so many people are afraid of death is because all you've ever known is life.
Yeah.
All only thing you've ever known is life. That's why you're so afraid of death. And it's the same thing with this. If all you've ever known is your city, if all you've ever known is your state, if all you've ever known is your community, it's more terrifying to go outside of that.
Yeah. And yeah, he's right. And the world is a huge, vast place. Like it's not just one ecosystem, I guess.
Yeah. Well, everybody.
Well, that's definitely
Yeah.
a tangent.
Yeah. That's a 3-hour long podcast. I'm gonna have to cut this up in editing. But that was the Flip the Script podcast. You got anything to say?
Yeah. Hey, Sony, why don't you start marketing Brand New Day already?
Nigga, that ain't happening. Hopefully by the next episode we have something.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
But until then, peace.
Peace.
Stop.